What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video, and today I have what might just be my greatest project yet. Now if you haven't seen my last video, I definitely recommend going back and watching that because this project builds off of that one. Now if you have watched that video, you'll remember that I built a noise map generator. Now what I've basically done is I've taken that noise map and I'm rendering it in 3D. So right here, you remember, if you think back, we're creating a new noise map of size 200 with a gradient of 0.1. And 0.1 is pretty low, so we should expect our map to be pretty plain. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. All right, and how cool is that? I'm here. I can look around with my mouse. You can see the FPS up here, and I can move around in this 3D world. How awesome is that? I think it turned out almost exactly how I wanted it to. I'm casting out rays from every single one of these points. There's 120 of them, 120 by 120, and I'm casting it out and rendering in this world. Now, some quality of life touches I added. There's a map view, so you can see your position on the screen. Um, that's pretty cool. Another thing is you can change your resolution. So this is me decreasing the resolution. You can see it becoming more and more grainy. It's the lowest resolution of 10 by 10. And this is me increasing the resolution. By default, it's set to 120 by 120, so this is what it looks like, but I can increase it, and you can see it becoming sharper. But of course, your FPS drops. Another thing I added was a way to edit the FOV. So this is me changing it to be smaller. So now I only have a 70-degree FOV. And this is me changing it to be larger. Normally it's set to just 120, but I can go all the way up to 180. So now I'm seeing like completely left to right. And I can also go all the way up to 360, and I'll be able to see in front of me and behind me, which starts to get pretty trippy, as you can see here. Because not only is it wrapping around this way, so I can see all the way around me, but it's wrapping around this way as well, so I can see all the way above me and below me, if that makes sense. Uh, so yeah, let's just reduce that back down. All right. So now this is basically just meant to be a showcase video, just showing off my project. Um, But if you guys want, I can also make a video detailing the math behind this project. Now, one thing I'm really grateful for is I'm in multivariable calculus math 254 this year. And I honestly wouldn't have been able to do this project without the math I learned in that class. Not even the calculus part, just learning about how 3D lines and 3D graphs work. I wouldn't have been able to do it without that knowledge. So it turns out math is actually pretty useful sometimes. But anyways, let me show off some more stuff. That was point one, but let's make it even more random. Let's go to point two. So we should see some more mountainous terrain. All right. And straight off the bat, we can see definitely some more mountains. Let's see if we can climb up here. You notice I can jump as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I can jump up and down. You can definitely see the mountainous terrain. Look at that. There are valleys and stuff. Yeah. And let's go even more random. Let's go all the way up to point 0.5. Let's see what that looks like. Right in front of me, a big wall. And you can see it's, oh, super random. There's spikes everywhere. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look cool? All right. Now a couple other things I added. Let's go through some of these parameters here. Move speed is obviously how fast you move. Turn speed is how fast you turn. So sensitivity you can think. Oh no, sorry. Turn speed is different. Sensitivity is down here. Turn speed is, I also have it so that you can turn when pressing IJKL. So that's what turn speed is for. Uh, Debug is for like a debug menu. It'll print statements. Player height, and then the height factor. This one's interesting. You can so you saw what 5 looked like earlier, point 0.5 looked like earlier, in terms of randomness. This is point 0.5. But if I tone the height factor down to maybe just 1, and I run that, you can see it's still random, but now it's all flattened out. The map is squished down. So I added the height factor in there because I thought it looked a lot more interesting, set to 10 when it's a lot higher up. And this is just the main class, all of like the input basically. But I can walk through the code in another video if you guys want that. So leave a comment below telling me if that's something you guys would like. And then I think the last thing I wanted to show you guys was one last feature. Let's go to a completely flat map, 0.001. All right, so this is our completely flat map. You can see there's no terrain, but if I were to press Q, what is going on? It's like I've made a hole. Look at that. And if I were to press E, wow, look at that. I made a pillar. So let's see if we can just make like a pit here. Look at that. All right. And I can build these walls up. And it feels a bit like Minecraft, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's basically what I've done. I've gone and created Minecraft 2.0. But yeah, now you can see I built this hole. There's this hole here. Let me see if I can jump a little higher. It might look a little cooler. Uh, let's see. All right. Now I can jump way higher. So let's build up. Wow, look at how high I am. And now I probably won't be able to build down as far. Yeah, just as far. But look at that. So you have a whole map editor and you can build walls. I have a wall here. I can build trenches. I can build, now I have a trench here. So yeah, this has been a super cool project to work on. If you guys want to see the code for this project, then please let me know. And of course, as always, it's available on my GitHub if you want to play around with it yourself. So that's all. Thanks for watching.